Okay, and I'm back. I had to take the stream down for a bit there because a cat was having a scooch across the carpet issue, so to speak. Go away. All right, we're going to continue with where we left off before we were interrupted. So let's continue with working on this material. Ugh. Pets, man. Okay, I get my mind back into the groove here. We were going to try and make it so that the edges of this sphere, or basically this sphere mask. What other masks do we have? Could we do it like an anti-aliased texture mask? Let's see. I think we need a channel. That's wild. That's trippy. Okay. Let's see. How do we do this? Ooh, is that it? Oh wait, no, because the location's gone. Right, so we still need... I'm not very good with materials. I don't really know. I'm just kind of goofing off here. Hey, Delta X. You want to see what we're working on here? I got I got interrupted briefly there with a cat issue. But what we've done, so I realized we have an issue of if we've got these walls that we can't really see in them, right? We'll check it out. Yeah. That's what we've accomplished. Whoops. Move that back. So we can now see through walls as we approach and get our angles. So we've solved that this morning. And now what I'm trying to do is, rather than it be this just rough cutoff, is figure out how to give it a little edge texture just to make it look nicer. So let's see. Sphere mask, textured edges. Maybe it's the edge hardness that we want to... This person's doing exactly what we're doing, and he wants to use a texture. But this is all that... Check world aligned texture node. It changes the texture to work just like sphere mask in world space. So, I don't know what that means, but we'll figure it out. This is... Yeah, it's a material. So it's based on... We're using this parameter collection. And this sphere mask right here, using absolute world position, so the origin uses the location in that parameter, the radius, and the hardness. And then on our pawn, we have, this is this sphere, which has this location sphere texture. That doesn't matter. It has this sphere, and this sphere right here, we're changing the location of the masking sphere. So this on each pawn, as it moves towards this material, this is looking for this location, and the transparency will apply. So anything with this master material applied to it will turn transparent as our pawn approaches, so that we can see through walls, so that we're not occluded by them. Kind of like The Sims, That's the whole, we want to be able to see through the walls so we're not blocked. Okay. So world aligned texture node. Oops, that's not what I want. I'm not sure if we can. And that's kind of cool, but that's not what we want. Yeah, no. Here's somebody asking, how do you smooth mask edges? Ah. I'm curious what will happen. Nothing. Okay. Doesn't seem to do anything. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's not what I want. That doesn't do anything. This is sphere mask output. Hmm. Kind of cool. Not doing anything. Well, I don't know if this is really what's gonna get us anywhere near or we're one. I'm just kind of messing around at the moment with materials. Just to kind of experiment and see what happens. Man, that's kind of cool. It's definitely not what we wanted. But kind of neat to make stuff like that. All right. Get rid of that. So Hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm starting to get somewhere that I like. Very cool. All right, let's check that out. I want it smoother. I don't want this like just hard cutaway. So that's what I'm trying to work with here. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Much nicer. Okay, we just want to like have it go fully away when we get to, so I think we need to, because this wants either a 0 to 1, so maybe if we normalize it, or up the radius up, or 0.1 on the hardness. Let's see how that looks. They have to be like right up close to it for it to fully disappear, so well, okay, let's leave that alone for the moment, and now we want a texture sample here rather than just a base color. This is our, what do you call it? Diffuse? Asset platform is what we were using. Huh. Oh, it doesn't even have a texture. Okay. Let me see in materials what something like this looks like. What are they doing here? Cool. No, that's the parent. Here we go. This should just make wood oak. Nice. All right, that can be improved upon, but for now, I like it. So let's just give this like a smooth granite, maybe. Yeah. So now, if we have like something complex like that and we need to see beyond it, we can see through them. It still has that sharp cutoff, so I don't really think there's a way that we can fix that, unfortunately. The ditheral temporal's a little blurry. What happens if we divide instead of subtract? It's going backwards. Interesting. There. Oh, maybe we had it backwards. Okay. Let's drop that down to like 500. Yeah, starting to get it. All right, it gets a little fuzzier. The sharpness is still there. I don't think we're going to be able to fix that, but I like that. That's better. Okay. Let's see. I think this sphere That's a little big. Try 200. And I think we should have the ability to toggle that on and off. That's cleaner. Okay, so actually let's move some of this over to the C++. So let's close all. Go to our pawn. It's starting to look cool, right? So we need another, first of all, we don't even have the pupil. So let's make the pupil. I forgot about that. Our little gold pupil. So and then we need does it need to be I don't think it needs to be a static mesh. So let's add a sphere trigger. So what's it called? Sphere collision. So I think it's just sphere collision. I'll be right back. I got a cat yelling angrily. All right, sorry, having a very rough day with a cat. Kind of interrupting everything. She is now in a crate and clawing away at the plastic. Okay. Call this the sphere mat. Probably just component. No. There we go. We want it attached to the camera, so it'll be here. Let's say sphere mask, create subobject, sphere component. This is the sphere mask. Set up attachment. We want this to the camera component. We also need to set up our pupil mesh component. We'll do that here. The main static mesh component. And that pupil is, make this flat 18. So it's at 18 on the X. Right? Yep. And then we set the scale to 0.725 in all of them. I think that'll for all three. Okay, sphere mask. Is just 120 out on the X. And then we need to make a mask radius, an instance editable mask radius float. So this is edit anywhere and blueprint read write, config, and this is a float, and this is the mask radius. Set it to 200 by default. Okay. And now we need on construction we need to do this, and then on the tick we need to do that. So we need to make an on construction override. So the mask sphere sphere mask, set relative scale 3D to the mask radius divided by, so we need to make an f vector of the mask radius divided by an f vector of 5 across the board. Yep. Which reminds me right here, this is an f vector off the mask radius. Actually, we're just going to stop that. Back to our on construction. And set vector parameter value and set scalar parameter value. So this collection, let's make also a variable. This is under edit defaults only. And this is I think. Yep, okay. So if parameter collection and we'll need names too. By default, time location. How do we do this? I think. And then an f name for the scalar parameter name. And this is of our radius. Need the API of it. How do we do that? oh, get vector parameter by name, send in the vector parameter name, and then maybe set it to equal, and then what do we set it to the world location of the masking sphere. Sphere mask get component location. Yep. This is probably a getter. Or so if we successfully got that, then we want to set the vec default value to the sphere mask get location. Oh, it's a const. Okay, so how do we set it? Man, this is not in the C++ API. So if vec parameter name is equal to our vector parameter name, no? There we go. Then vec param default value is equal to sphere mask get location. Will that work? All right, cool. Same thing for auto scalar param in parameter collection scalar parameters. If scalar param dot parameter name is equal to scalar parameter name. Set it equal to the radius. Okay, so there's that. And then on the tick, we're doing that. Ha! Look at that. Nope. This is the world context object, the parameter collection, and send in the name, the vector parameter name. What else? And the value. I knew there was a way to do that. That was just way too dirty. So we just need to be doing that on the tick. Okay. So let's disconnect that. Let's disconnect that. Old. Save everything and close. Let's try that. Woo, that is a huge sphere. Let's get rid of the old pupil and the old masking sphere. U, 32, no, about 8. That is going to be our standard sphere. You're also going to be a sphere. Give you our gold. What's going on here? Okay, Something like that. Can't remember what we did for this. Yeah, I'm fixing the pawn. Converse, how you doing? Collection. Nice. I don't know if I broke stuff with the new pawn, but I've been working on, I did break stuff, but this, so we can see through walls as we approach. No, not translucency, actually. It's masking based on based on our distance or our location. So this sphere right here, as we approach, will mask out the material so that we can see through walls so they don't get in the way. Okay. So that needs to be down by 50. The masking, yeah, there isn't really anything. So it uses a sphere mask. Where do you put the dither? Because I couldn't figure that out. So I've got a dither temporal here. You see? Actually, that ruins the shadow. So if I take that out, this is the default. Or, well, actually, no, it doesn't ruin the shadow because this isn't going to work in the preview here. Where would I put the dither? Because it's using a location, and the location is based off of this sphere to create the sphere mask. So I'm just wondering where you would put the dither on this material. Yeah. So there's your prime. We use parameter collection for the location of the sphere, then the radius and the hardness for a sphere mask. And the only thing that I sort of was able to do or figure out was by dividing out a temporal. Otherwise, you just get the harsh, hard sphere from the sphere mask. So I couldn't really get a nice dithery fadeaway, because I agree that would look nicer, but I wasn't sure how to get that going. Okay, so that... I messed up my pawn here. Can't seem to click on stuff. Or actually, it's this. This is blocking everything, so if I hit that to no collision. There we go. So I need to do sphere mask, set collision profile. There we go. What else do I need? Did I change here? That was down there for some reason. I need it 70 and 50. Let me check Converst. Finish with here, so we want that sphere radius to be at about 6. Yeah. So sphere mask, set radius to 6. Okay. Save all that. We know that this is working, so that can go away, and that can go away, and I can get rid of that. Save all, close, and recompile this. The hardness is set to 0. Or actually, it's set to 1. Maybe I should try 0. I wonder why. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So now that's in the default location. That's set to default. Oh. I forgot to set this. So this should be at 18 and 15. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get the nice dither going. Because I was thinking about this last night of how to solve the whole being camera blocked from it when we construct the dungeons and stuff. And so I was really happy this morning when this started working, because check it out. If we go with 2, this is the most important part of this whole step. So we've got 2 of our eyeballs here, and if we build the structure out, get an angle so that we can see it, and I go to the other client, this effect is only visible on one person. Which is really, that's what we wanted. So that it doesn't replicate to other people, so you don't get Swiss cheese walls. Okay, so let's look at this material. This hardness. All right, let's set it to, let's go to 0.5 and just see what that does. Hold on. Standalone. Oh, there we go. Now it's smoothed out. Nice. Okay, so the issue was that the tutorial, the Unreal tutorial had it at 1. So 0.5 is nice. I like that. We can see through walls now, and it's nice and smooth. Thanks, Gunnerverst. We could probably even bump that down to like, I don't know, let's try even further, 0.25. Oh, not eject. What am I doing? Oh, lock. Yeah. That's nice. I like that. No, but you led my mind to thinking about this hardness factor right here. I don't even know. I guess this dither, the temporal thing, is doing something. Should it be dividing? What if we multiply? I don't know. I don't even think this is doing anything anymore. Or, well, we'll see. It is doing something. Okay, yeah, it's the distance, I think, that we have to get in there. So let me put that back to divide. And do that. Yeah, I don't do much material stuff, so I'm just kind of testing here. Okay. Sort of. We just need it stronger. So maybe this, so hardness, 0.75? Ooh. That's kind of motion sicknessy. Pixel depth, I think, is the distance it is from the camera. So maybe we can, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the divide. So now let's try this. Maybe we don't need this extra sphere mask here. That was just, that's the another way when you're doing. Nothing. Okay. So this is like if you're working with a translucency material, this right here with the 1 minus is how you result with that. So I was just thinking, yeah, see? So this is like an extra bonus sphere mask based on distance to the object, right? Because all I wanted was like the edges to be kind of, yeah. See, that's all I want, is I just wanted the edges. So, and that clears up the motion sicknessy feeling. We're just enhancing, basically. It's two masks. One, the ditheral temporal is being masked itself in the center with its own mask based on distance to it. So we're clearing out the temporal like motion sickness thing as we approach, but not too much so that when we get to it and our radius, we could actually test this. So if we go to like a 0.5, so the radius here, if we do the radius of what we were previously doing, so this should match close to the defaults of the other one. Yeah, see, now we've got the temporal thing in the center, kind of the motion sicknessy thing going on, because we're not clearing it out quick enough. So if we go up to like, so that's where like maybe 0.75 and bump this up to 450. Because I want the center of the thing to be cleared out to get rid of this motion sickness. There, see? And now the nice stuff can be on the edges, but the center is nice and cleaned out. Perfect. And you, I don't know, I need like a, is there like just a default or something? I don't know. I just need something flat as the default or something, you know? It doesn't look like there is one. I need to get myself just a simple pack of basic textures for prototyping, because I don't like any of these. There. Just do the smooth granite. Okay, so input master. So this is our fading material. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. Like I'm taking a lot of cues off the Sims here for the construction stuff. We don't need that one anymore. This location sphere we're not using. That can go away, and that can go away. This is our fading granite. Cool. Okay. So, what What was well, we managed to get all that over into C++ also, which is good. So right here on construction, we set up our vector and our scalar parameter value. So again, if we go with 2 clients, this should work on both without interfering with the other. So we made like a nice little dungeon, lock it in place. Yeah. So we can see inside and we can see inside. Nice. X-ray vision. Cool. Oh. Added X-ray vision to player pawn to be able to see through walls based on proximity using material parameters and sphere passes. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break, and I think maybe we'll put the maybe we'll put some controls over that into the UI. I think maybe we should test with experimenting between walls and tiles, so maybe we can switch which ones we're affecting. I don't know. Let's see if we can do it. So I'll be right back. Okay. Let's get back to it. Man. You ever have a day where the universe just like throws a dump truck at you and says, dodge this? This is one of those days. Okay. Let's get the UI. First, actually, we need to set up. So I think our tile is using this wood walnut. Is that right? No, it's using this wood oak. So let's make a let's duplicate fading oak. This will give the oak. And you know what? We need to set up, excuse me, a normal. Let's just see what they were doing here on this oak. Just a texture sample. Okay. Like that. It's just the alpha. Alpha comes down to B. That's if we have a texture variation, and you know what? Why not? Let's throw in some texture variation. Base color. And multiply. And our roughness be that, but I want it scalar, so well, maybe we don't need it. And then our normal is just that RGB. And what we're doing, just the granite. It doesn't even have a normal. We'll go slate then. Oops. That needs to be a parameter. And I think we can make, excuse me, can the absolute world position, I know that you can do this. Actually, so this is going to be cool. This is something I thought about. Let's see. UV4 material, UV absolute world position. So we want that. We just mask maybe. Stop. Wood oak and then tile. Fading oak. Yeah. Okay. Now it literally looks like chocolate, right? So what I was thinking is if across multiple, how would we across multiple tiles? So this isn't what I want. UE4 map material across multiple objects. So let's get this back again. I think we need a panner. Actually, we need 2 panners using coordinates. And a mask. Component mask, 1 for R, 1 for B. Actually, we not not B, because that's the Z-axis. So one R and G. And an end. And a divide. This guy did it for a 2D game, so this might not be right for what we want. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And you see how now the texture actually, okay, that's what I was wanting. And as we approach, it should do that. So now we can have, that's cool. So now it looks like it's all part of one board. Nice. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I just saw something. Our fading granite. And if we do this and we build our structure, it'll still cast. I don't know. Never mind. Okay, so there's our granite walls, and we can do that. I think we should be able to switch between them. So, how are we going to do that? We have two fading materials, or we have just one, and this is the master fading material that's doing those. And the way we're doing it is off of our pawn. I'm wondering if we create a duplicate and then I wonder if we can turn off. So this needs to be yeah, okay. I just need a constant of 1, right? So if that's false, the mask should not work now. So I think, yeah, sweet. Okay, okay. I got an idea of what we're doing. So this, so we need to, this parameter needs to have, okay, so this can have scalar parameters and vector parameters. This is a static bool parameter. There's a mask enabled switch. How do we access that? Static bools are meant to be manipulated at shader compile time. That's why they are not in a material parameter collection. This was back in 2015, though. So, okay. So this might not, this is cool, but this is not runtime friendly. However, I'll leave it. And I will give it a true default value. So instead, we need to somehow differentiate between the two. Or, nah. This open. Let me turn it off there. So we'll just not do it on the tile at the moment, but this mask radius. So let's do a size box. So basically, I just want this button, and I want it at the bottom. How do I get it on the bottom? This is the wall vision button. We don't have any fun textures, do we? Yeah, we'll go with that. And it's not hit testable. Do that. Something like that. There. So that's on the in the scroll box. I don't know if that's what I want. Wrap with a vertical box. There we go. And then that goes in the vertical box. There. Wait, where did our scroll box go? Wrap. There we go. Not replace. All right. You are set to fill. This one is set to just auto. Okay. And those will be buttons. So those are that. And now when we hit that, the wall vision button, I want to set the mask radius to 0, and I want to flip it back to 200. So we'll get the this could actually be that, can't it? Yep. That. This is on clicked wall vision button. We want to get pawning player pawn. Whoops. Cast to BG pawn. Set the mask radius, and we're going to flip flop. Or no, we'll flip flop. Mask radius is set to 0, but it's still affecting. Why is that? This is not changing on the tick. Stop. We need this tick. And just to be safe. Yeah, look at that. All right, now we can toggle on and off our wall invisibility. Cool. That is a nifty tool. I like it. Excuse me. Now I'm wondering. What are we doing here? Oh. Yeah, that blew it up a little bit. That's nice. I like that. That's cool. But the structure seemed... I think it's just a stretching issue, right? Yeah, because it's getting stretched vertically, so the UVs are just bad in it, whereas these are exact 1. So I don't really know. I haven't learned proper texturing techniques yet. So we're just going to have a smeary stuff. But cool. Well, what a great accomplishment for today. And you know what? So that's the toggle. What if we had an input? Or a slider? Yeah. So wrap with a horizontal box. This will be the vision radius slider. I'm not sure why. Oh, right. Not fill, but stretch fully. There we go. So this slider, I think, will make set for the radius of our vision. So minimum of 0. Or how about a minimum of 100 and a maximum of 600. Step size of 1. Value 200 by default. Or we'll bind it to create a binding. Get vision slider radius slider value. And we need this. Get vision radius value. There. And what we want to do is thicken the bar. On value changed. Set radius. Changed for the vision radius slider. So we'll see if this get vision radius slider right here messes up because it's receiving it back. But by default should do that. Oh, look at that. Cool. And I'll just turn it on and off. So there you go. There's the power for vision. And we'll give it a little text above it. Vision text. Did it again. Wall vision. And I think, so this button, I want the button. On the button, or actually this, I want to bind this. So this is going to be get wall vision image brush. And we're going to name that to wall vision image. All right, so we're going to get this stuff again. We're going to get the radius. This is on get wall vision image brush. This is equal to 0. Actually, we're just going to make a slate brush. And we want a select. So based on that. So if false and if true. This way we know that it's so if it's set to 0, see, I want the burst for both, but the tint small 1. Okay. So if it is not 0, I want it bright. If it is 0, or actually, I want it the other way around, right? Or give it a 0.5 of some red if it's not 0, so we can turn it off. And then 0.5 of some green if it is 0 to turn it on. See how that looks. What did I want? I want 512 by 512. Maybe I actually want these in solid alpha. This is just the tint, right? Yeah. Cool. Look at that. That's cool. All right, and then also I need to fix how this is, so select based on if the mask radius is equal to 0, I'm going to select 200. Otherwise, 0. It didn't work. Oh, because it goes down to 100. Right. Let's fix that. Let's make that go down to 0. So if it's at 0, it goes to 200. There we go. Cool. Okay. Well, that's cool. So I'm going to change that pink actually to like something like that. And I also want it to actually lighten on hovering. So I want it backwards. Other way. Darker normal. Copy. Paste. Darker normal, lighten when hovering. There we go. Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and commit that. Added toggle and adjustable slider to Y for wall vision. We need that in the player UI as well, in the player HUD. Okay. And similarly, we need to do this. There's no inheritance for UI, unfortunately, so I guess we could make this its own widget itself and then put it in there. Yeah, let's do that. So maybe we'll wrap that with a size box also. There we go. 350. So what are you? You're 100, 350. What is this border total? Perfect. 100, 350. Yeah, 450. Okay. So that, and then okay. We need to create the bindings again. So it's over here. Okay, and then we need, what else did we do? Oh yeah, radius. The value. Get vision wall vision radius slider. Okay, so Perfect. Still works. And if we nice. Cool. All right. Hey, Mooney Machine. We are working on a tabletop game that is fully networked. So right now it's for like Dungeons and Dragons or Cyberpunk or Pathfinder. So we've got a dynamically created board, and we can build out our dungeon. And we've got some debug tokens currently. We can hide and put our tiles back. And we just added in this feature so we can now see through our walls, and it's controllable and with a toggle. We can also add a door. The door does not have the material that has the vision thing on it, but remove the door. You can remove entire sections. And then we can also lock it in place so we don't accidentally mess it up. And the board is totally movable also. We haven't fully figured out how we're going to add on like additional Z levels and boards, but multi-level dungeon. So it's basically a dungeon construction tool, and it is fully networked as well. So we can show the networking here. And it has a lobby and a menu. We're skipping the lobby and the menu for this, but as you can see, we've got our little eyes of the beholder. Where are we? There we go. And building these things is completely server run. So yeah. I wonder. So it's still hitting the wall. So we need to make it so that we're able to go through the wall and still grab those tokens. Oh, something's up. Something happened with the server there. Yeah, see, it's blocking it. So we need to be able to reach through the walls. So if we look at how that's working in the code, we go to the player controller. We are going on the visibility channel. Oh, this is when we're moving it. So I think even though the material might be masking away, it's still on the visibility channel. So it's not, this isn't going to work. So I don't know if we can actually change so that if it goes transparent, if we go through it, I don't know if that's going to work. So, I don't know how to fix that. So on select object, we're getting a hit result under cursor channel of visibility. What if stop. Man, I've got really upset cats today. They're just driving me crazy. So I think we have different collision stuff here. Yeah. Trace channel 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to try something real fast. So if we're on build, it, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, structure. And then if we're on move, let's go to token. Copy. And on move, trace channel 1. So let's save all, close. And let's try that. This isn't like exactly what I want, but maybe we can switch off grabbing the structure. I want to go to standalone, one. Oh, build mode's not working. But if I go to token and I put a token, that's not working either. So that's working. Why is that not working? Let me see the output log. It's hitting pawn. So, and if I go to structure, that's hitting pawn too. Why? Oh, I'm hitting myself, aren't I? All right, so this capsule component, collision preset pawn. So I need to make this custom physics only. There we go. Okay, that was the issue. And if I go to build mode and structure, I do that, but I can't get the token. And now if I go to move mode, I got the token, but the problem is that it's looking for a place to put it down. So okay, so that solves a little bit of that issue. I think I'm going to end early today and think about that problem. So how do we... So I'm going to put a comment here to do improve this switch for movement of tokens and structures. Issue is you can grab a token through a wall now, but it'll still, I don't know how to do a multi-line to do. It'll still add the token to the top of an invisible masked wall. It's still hidden by a visibility panel. Okay. Well, we'll stop there, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. Thank you, everybody who joined me on this rather chaotic day. Hopefully it didn't look too chaotic on the other end. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 Mountain Time. Thanks for joining Deep End Dev. I'm Matthew, and as always, I don't know what I'm doing, and neither do you, so let's do it together. Have a great day.